The No Fake Channel, checking in. On today's episode of Dad's Home Gym, I am reviewing these Titan Fitness Elite bumper plates. I'm gonna go over what they cost, how thick they are, who they're right for, why I picked these up to review, and we're gonna be doing a comparison of these Elite bumper plates to Titan Fitness's black budget bumper plates. If this is your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button over here. On this Dad's Home Gym series, I typically review a piece of home gym equipment on every episode to help you decide what is right for your home gym, what's right for your workout routine, and what is worth that hard-earned money. Before we get started, please let me know in the comments below which plates you are using for your home gym. Full disclosure, I do have a Titan Fitness affiliate code. I'm gonna put it in the description of the video. So if you wanna support the channel and you're gonna buy anything at all from Titan Fitness, please click on that link and it does help me out and it doesn't cost you a thing. I will say I am a big proponent of doing a lot of research before buying any pieces of home gym equipment for two main reasons. Number one, it's important to get great equipment in your home gym that you're actually going to use. Believe it or not, so many people get tons of equipment in their home gym and it just ends up collecting dust. And number two, if you do end up going with the wrong piece of home gym equipment, you might be stuck with it for quite a while because home gym equipment tends to last a long time when it's only used in a home gym environment. Titan Fitness's Elite bumper plates are in fact a cut above their budget basic black bumper plates, as you would expect. But what are some of those differences? First and foremost is the aesthetics and the coloring. For some people, that's not a big deal, but for many who have a whole bunch of plates, it's nice to be able to pick out those plates quickly without having to figure out which is a 25, which is a 45. So you get the nice white lettering here for Titan Fitness, but you also have color coding, blue for the 45 pounds, and you have green for the 25 pounds, and of course the 10s have their own color coding. Also, if you are gonna be dropping your bumper plates, now I know a lot of people, myself included, tend to get bumper plates, but we don't actually just drop them, like CrossFit style with overhead Olympic lifts, or if you're doing a heavy squat and you have to dump out of it because you failed the lift, stuff like that. Normally with your black budget bumper plates, you get a really 2-inch support metal ring in the middle. And unfortunately, if you're gonna be dropping excessively, that can get damaged quite quickly. Obviously, you can see you've got a much thicker, heavier metal support in the middle, offering a much bigger, stronger backbone for those of you who do plan to be dropping the weights. One of the things that people will buy these Elite bumper plates for, which I actually think is a non-issue for me, happens to be the weight accuracy. Now, when you get these Elite bumper plates, you are promised to have, almost 100% accuracy on what they're supposed to weigh. And when I put them on my scale, yeah, they were dead on point. However, I will say conversely, with respect to the black budget bumper plates, those were dead on as well. Now, I'm using a bathroom scale that I would normally use, so there may be some slight variances, but nothing to the effect that I will notice. When people think of, variances between plates, it tends to be with the cast iron plates because those tend to be very inaccurate and can have a big sway, 1 to even 3 or 4 pounds if they're really horrible. Your budget 45-pound bumper plates from Titan Fitness come in at 3 inches, whereas the Elite come in at just over 2 inches. Now, that doesn't seem like much, and frankly, it's not necessarily a deal breaker or a game changer, but when you are loading weights, the smaller 45-pound Elite plate tends to be a lot easier to load. It takes up less bar space, and if you're a strong person and you've got a bunch of 45s on there, yeah, that's going to make the lift just feel a little bit easier to control because you're going to have less rotational inertia left to right. As I mentioned with regards to the internal structure, you can see that the support system of this bumper plate is only this 2-inch metal ring on the inside. And just for effect here, you can see that the 45 Elite bumper plate has this huge metal ring for support. Now with the 25s, the thickness difference is a little bit less noticeable, but again, it is there and it is something that you will be experiencing over the course of the life of these plates. How long should your bumper plates last? Well, that's one of the reasons you really should be taking the time to get the right bumper plate for you, because both the budget bumper plates and these elite bumper plates will last you effectively a lifetime. And that's really hard for people to kind of put into perspective. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, they should last you a decade. As long as you're not dropping these things on concrete at all types of weird angles, they should last you 10 plus years. The biggest factor between these bumper plates, at least in my opinion, is exactly what you would expect with regards to home gym equipment: cost. It all comes down to the Benjamins, all right? It all comes down to the brass tacks. So let's go through some numbers. If you get a pair of 10-pound bumper plates, you are going to be paying $49. If you get a pair of the 10-pound elite bumper plates, you're going to be paying $129. Now, if you get a pair of the 25 black bumper plates, $89. A pair of the black elite bumper plates, $159. So big price difference there. But let's talk about the 45s, the big Berthas, and that's what people really tend to buy multiples of, is those 45s. If you go with your budget black bumper plates, $89 for one. If you go with the elite 45 black bumper plates, you are going to be spending $119 for just one. So the price differential is there. We've done the tail of the tape, but let's go through the P's and Q's to help you determine which is right for you. Who should be getting these budget bumper plates? If you are on a super strict budget, obviously go with the budget bumper plates. Also, if you have a home gym that you don't use often, it's like that break glass in case of emergency, the kids are sick, you got to stay home, the gym is closed, or it's a snow day and you can't actually get out of your driveway, then you want to get the budget bumper plates because you're not going to be using them that often. I know a lot of people happen to be concerned with bar space, but the reality is we're not that strong. I know our influencers that we watch on YouTube and social media, they've got plates all the way out to the end of the bar. Listen, if you do 4 plates on any lift, I would be extremely impressed, and you're probably in the 99th percentile for strength for your age group, age bracket, or even that specific lift. Most people, myself included, they're never going over 2.5 or maybe even 3 plates at all, if ever. I'm just being honest, speaking about myself. So worrying about the bar space is not as major of a deal as some people will make it out to be. And the rotational inertia, especially with the bumpers, isn't that big of a factor because the budget bumper plates do tend, from my experience, to be really on the nose, or at least fairly close with respect to weight. Who needs these elite bumper plates and why I went with these? So if you are doing a lot of dropping, if you're doing a ton of CrossFit and you tend to just dump out of a ton of lifts and you're just banging up your plates, you want to go with something a bit more beefy, a bit more durable, just because these are certainly, especially with this inner metal ring, a lot more durable than your budget bumper plates. If you're a super strong dude, thick chick, you know who you are, you're doing sumo squats, you're doing rack pulls, and you've got weights all the way out to the end, then yeah, go with these elite plates because they are going to take up less space. It's going to be easier to load and unload, and the convenience factor is probably going to be pay for itself in the extra price that you were going to pay. Also, another reason is if you enjoy your home gym as a hobby. Believe it or not, it's okay to buy nice stuff for your hobby. I know people that have like $60,000, $70,000 trucks, and they just like having a truck, and they put that money towards the truck. So don't ever feel ashamed for putting money into your home gym if you really want nice equipment, just to have a nice piece of home gym equipment. Again, knowing full well that it's not necessary, but it is nice to have. And one of the nice things about this hobby is that these things don't ever age, or at least for the most part, the value holds up, and these things last quite a long time. There's no lost value because you drove that truck off the lot. So let's quickly go in just in detail to why I went with these. The truth is, I had a lot of old plates lying around my house in 2020, and for the most part, I was just looking to upgrade my home gym. So I literally systematically went some piece by piece, looking for areas that I could upgrade. I sold some of my old plates for what I thought was a horrible deal, but it must have been a great deal because I got so many people requesting the price that I put on them. People snatched them up, and I was able to pick these up, these elite bumper plates, for only, $20 more over the whole set of 25s and 45s than I actually, sold my old bumper plates that I bought from Kohl's, which is a clothing store of all things. So it was a no-brainer for me. I could talk all day about home gym equipment. This video is already longer than it has to be. Any questions regarding Elite bumper plates from Titan Fitness or their budget bumper plates, drop them in the comments below. Also, if you are going to buy anything from Titan Fitness, click on that affiliate link because it helps out the channel and it helps me continue to do reviews to hopefully help you make the right decision in your home gym purchases. If you came this far in the video, please hit that subscribe button. It's an official YouTube rule. If you make it to the end of the video, you have to hit the subscribe button. Hey, I don't make the rules up. I just let you know what they are. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. This channel is dedicated to my life as a father of 2 wonderful children, and it centers around health, fitness, and all of the tricks and tribulations that I go through to try to be a great parent to my children and still accomplish my own personal goals.